Delia Camas is desperate. Last year, a long-term colleague persuaded her to co-sign an $8,000 loan, but her co-worker defaulted, and now Delia owes more than she can afford. But rather than hire a lawyer, Delia decided to take her case here to Solola's indigenous mayor's office.
I spoke to a lot of people, and they told me that the people who make decisions here aren't influenced by money and bribes. They say that they treat everyone the same. They're very straight.
After hearing both sides of the story and reviewing documents, officials rule in Delia's favor and order her name removed from the creditors list. Hers is just one of more than a dozen cases that will be looked at today. For centuries after the arrival of the Spanish, Guatemala's native communities continued to practice their own form of law. But in 1960, civil war broke out and the government clamped down on Mayan traditions. It was only when the peace accords were signed 36 years later that their justice system made a comeback. The peace agreement brought with it guarantees to recognize the right of indigenous communities to manage their own affairs. Since then, Mayan law has been slowly spreading throughout communities like this. Outsiders often associate Mayan justice with the rise in public lynchings in indigenous communities since the end of the Civil War. But analysts say Mayan law is filling a power vacuum created by a failing justice system and is an effective way of curbing delinquency and avoiding mob violence. Mayan justice relies on traditional values and consensus among community leaders to settle conflicts and resolve crimes. Reparations, community service, and family participation are some of the ingredients used in the punishment of offenders, as well as their reintegration into society. And while the leaders who work here don't receive a salary, they say serving their people keeps them motivated.
Our vision is to look beyond the present towards the future. The work we're doing doesn't just help us know, but teaches our children how to give back to the community. This is how we hope to strengthen Mayan law.
With more than 2,200 cases resolved last year, Solola's mayor's office is inspiring other Mayan leaders and offering hope for more peaceful communities. David Mercer, Al Jazeera, Solola, Guatemala.